And the last movie we watched this week, which was Nico's pick, by the same director of Happiness, the guy we all know and love, the 2004 film Palindromes.
That's right, folks. Palindromes is a film about a girl who goes on an adventure that involves her being sexually abused and getting caught up in an assassination plot, resulting in the death of a young girl and an abortion doctor, before capping things off with being impregnated. Tanner, what's your fun fact?
Dude, fun fact, the appearance of all the characters that play Aviva, it's a palindrome.
Wow.
The name Aviva is a palindrome?
No, the appearance of all the characters that play Aviva.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. That's an alright fun fact. I'll give it a good.
Oh, I get it.
Whoa, he doesn't get it.
Alright,
Did
Dylan.
we all not just make that observation watching the movie? Concern me.
Exactly. Dylan, what's your rank for it?
Do you really want to know my rank?
Yeah.
What do you think my ranking for this movie is?
Presumably somewhere in the Fs.
Okay, you're close. You want to give it a designation?
Dude, just say it,
just
Christ,
say it.
I'm dying over here.
I gave it an F+.
Whoa, I'm sitting at a flat D.
Okay. I'm at a D+.
I am shocked. I'm the highest on this movie right now. I'm at a flat C.
Whoa.
And I guess let me just get into why. So, this movie's off the fucking rails. And regardless of the message it's trying to say, or really just the substance of the plot in any regard, it is a very entertaining movie to me. I was fucking gripped by this shit. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you. It's just a very entertaining movie, so I have to give a lot of props just from that perspective. There was just so much weird shit going on that just like constantly was grabbing me, and I assume it has to be intentional. Like there'd be a scene with the fucking kid trying to cozy up to the pedophile, and there's got some like cutesy romantic love music going on, shit like that feel like it's just blatantly trying to manipulate you into feeling a certain way about things, which I think is the point. Presumably the director's trying to make you question what you're watching pretty actively and try to unimmerse you from the experience, you know, by swapping out the character a lot. I'm not going to get in the nitty-gritty and try to say they're like some fucking big brain movie, because I don't think it is. But I just found it really fucking entertaining. It's really weird, it's really creepy and gross, but there's genuinely a lot of just very funny scenes to me. The fucking girl cuddling up to the pedophile and like reversing the situation on him was hilarious to me.
Where like she's fucking telling him about like, oh, we're gonna make like such a great couple, and like I feel like I'm in love with you.
Fucking crying. Oh my god. Just absolutely manic. The fucking. I do think it's interesting that the whole like movie does a palindrome thing, which I think is cool. I just found this movie really entertaining. I still. There's a lot of problems I have with it, of course, but like genuinely, it was just a fun watch.
All right, so let's hear the reverse of it here now, Dylan. What was it about this film you just didn't like very much, man?
You know everything Jackson just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, complete opposite.
Well, there we go. There you have it.
I think this movie's fucking vile and disgusting, and I can't understand any value in this movie whatsoever. I was not entertained by this movie at any point. I hate the messaging. I just don't like anything about it. I don't think the acting was anything special. The only part I could say I enjoyed is when they're at the fucking Sunny House or whatever the hell that place is called, and that was up until like the one guy showed up with the doctor, and then all of it like immediately and I'm too dumb for this movie. It took me a while to realize that the different actors were playing the same person throughout the entire movie. My brain didn't put that together, so I didn't enjoy this movie in any aspect. I thought it was terrible.
Well, I guess as far as the messaging goes, Dylan, what was it to you? Like, what was your takeaway for this film?
I can't tell you, man. I just didn't like it and didn't agree with it, whatever it was.
Okay.
I can't explain. I walked away from this movie, like, absorbing the contents, not liking the contents, but can't tell you, like, I tried to decipher the message, okay? I don't know what it is. And quite frankly, because I don't agree with the contents of the movie and what I was watching I actively was against, I don't think I could realistically grasp the message of the movie. I don't think that's a logical connection I can make there, given that information.
Ooh, I'm raising my hand. My hand's up.
I mean, you can explain it to me, but I don't go for it.
I mean, my assumption of this movie is that it's much more simple than you're making out to be. At least that's my opinion. The whole movie, I think, is just trying to describe the life of a person as a palindrome, as the name suggests. It's using abortions and, you know, having children as a vehicle to move that plot along with our character. She starts out wanting a kid. She experiences all these things, like two sides of the coin, the mom trying to manipulate her into giving rid of the kid. And then also people that are super, super pro-life. Then we even see the extremes of the pro-life segment, which gives her a bit of pushback towards that perspective. But in the end, she still wants a fucking kid. And of course, the guy even says it, like when they're at that party after she gets back, and he describes people's life as palindromes. I think that was just like the director inserting exposition into like what he is imagining the point and the message of this film is supposed to be. But I'd like to hear other interpretations.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I guess, given that, nothing against you, what you said isn't something I didn't already know. I guess this movie just 100% didn't work on me. I everything you just said I was fully aware of.
Yeah, I don't think it's trying to hide its messaging.
Yeah, I'm not trying to overthink it. I'm not trying to underthink it. This movie just straight up didn't work on me at all in any regard.
Tanner,
yeah, this movie
yourself?
didn't work on me either. And, you know, I was one, I think I'm the second highest ranking of happiness. So the dark humor in that I got, and I was ready for that in this movie. But for whatever reason, it just didn't really click, and I didn't find this movie very funny. And so, like, when I'm not finding the stuff very funny, I am just kind of left with how disturbing a lot of it is. Mm-hmm. And I really don't get the point of changing the actor for the main character.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they were going for with that.
My theory for that is to show that, like, this is something that could just, like, happen to anyone, or maybe to try and, like, get the audience to sort of think about, like, how they would interpret the sort of situation depending on, like, what that person's age or race, that kind of sort of thing is.
I think you could also be very literal about it and just go back to what I was talking about with the fucking exposition dump the guy gives at the party, where he's saying that, like, you know, you can change in all these different ways, you can do these things to modify your body or whatever, but in the end you're still you, and that's never going to change. And you could just look at it as a very simple representation of that. There are all these different people. Maybe you could look at that as, like, her actually changing potentially throughout the experiences that she's going through with this movie, but, you know, in the end, she's still Aviva. There's a lot of different ways you could go about thinking.
What was with the name inserts? That I didn't get either, quite frankly.
Those were the names of all the kids that she wrote down in her notebook.
That's what I thought. I thought there may have been more to that. I'm pretty sure one of the Avivas was a dude, by the way.
Yeah, I think it was.
Huckleberry.
Yeah, no. For me personally, yeah, to be honest, similar to Jackson Dillon here, the messaging generally didn't work for me either, unfortunately. And because of that, it did, like Jackson said, the film was still pretty entertaining throughout. I did enjoy all the twists and turns that the plot was taken here, but I just never really got super into it was the biggest problem.
Yeah, if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't have much more to say on this movie.
Okay. Alrighty, fellas, do you have any other thoughts on Palindromes?
No.
It's not a very good movie, but I think it's an entertaining watch, especially for the shock value.
It's certainly very shocking, I'll give it that.
I'll definitely see myself lowering this in the future when I maybe ponder it more. But yeah, for now I'm sticking on my C.
Yeah. I'll stick with my D+.
Yeah, I'm not changing. You can't fucking convince me.
I'll stick with my flat D.
Your D's flat? Oh no. And it lands at a D+ overall. Same as Space Chimps.
So
very
wrong.
funny.
So wrong.